Has something like this ever happened to you? You confront someone about their mistake, and somehow, by the end of the conversation, you are the one feeling guilty, like you became the villain and they became the victim? This is not an accident. This is a calculated psychological strategy called Darvo. And today, I'm going to show you how manipulators play this game, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself from it. Look, all of us have been victims of manipulation at some point, in relationships, at work, in family, with friends. And the most confusing part is this. When someone is manipulating you, you can't identify it in real time. You realize it later when you're alone, thinking, wait, what just happened? I was right, so why do I feel like I'm the bad one? Does that feeling sound familiar? That happens because skilled manipulators follow a very specific pattern. This pattern is so effective that psychologists gave a name, Darvo, D, deny, attack, R, reverse victim and offender. These three steps are a deadly combination. And the worst part? It happens so smoothly that you don't even notice it. You think you're having an honest conversation, but in reality, you're walking into a psychological trap. And the funniest part, manipulators are often the people who say, I'm very straightforward. I don't play games. Yeah, right. They're chess grandmasters. You just can't see the board. But today, I'm going to show you the entire board. Now, let's break down how Darvo actually works. Step 1, deny. Imagine this. Your partner comes home late. No explanation. You ask, where were you? What does a normal person do? They explain, there was traffic. The meeting ran late. Whatever. But a manipulator? I'm not late. You're overreacting. Why are you always so obsessed with time? I'm only 10 minutes late. You're acting like I committed a crime. See what happened? They didn't just deny. They questioned reality itself. I'm not late, even though the clock is right there. This is a form of gaslighting. You start doubting your own perception. Step 2, attack. Now, when you persist, they move to the next level. What's wrong with you? Why are you always on my case? You don't trust me? You need therapy. This level of insecurity isn't normal. Wait, what? You asked a simple question, and suddenly your character, your mental health, your entire personality is under attack? This is deliberate. The manipulator shifts the focus from the original issue to you. Now you're on defense. Not them. Step 3, reverse, victim and offender. And now the final move, the masterpiece. I don't even know why I'm in this relationship. You never want to see me happy. I do so much for you, and you're always so suspicious. Maybe I need someone who actually appreciates me. See it? Now they are the victim. The original issue you brought up, gone. Now you feel guilty. You're consoling them. You're apologizing for their mistake. So the question is, why does this work? So often, even on smart people, the answer might shock you. Let me tell you why Darvo is so powerful. It weaponizes your empathy. Good people, people like you, are naturally empathetic. When someone looks hurt, you care. You don't want anyone to be in pain, even if that pain is fake. Manipulators know this, and they exploit it. You confront because you want to make the relationship better. You want honest communication. You want to build trust. But the manipulator? They want control. Not truth, control. And the most painful part is this. Darvo only works when you genuinely care. If you didn't care, manipulation wouldn't work. So in a way, your caring nature, your strength, becomes your vulnerability. I've personally been through this. For years, I thought, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm just oversensitive. After every conversation, I felt confused, guilty, despite being right. Then one day, I read about Darvo, and suddenly everything made sense. It wasn't my flaw. It was a pattern, a strategy. And when you can see the pattern, you can escape the trap. Now let's talk about solutions. How do you protect yourself from Darvo? Defense number 1, document. Trust your reality. When someone tries to gaslight you, factor your best friend. Save texts, note dates, remember witnesses. When they say, "I never said that," you have proof. This isn't paranoia. This is self-protection. Because manipulators rely on your confused memory. Defense number 2, stay on topic. Don't get distracted. When they attack, don't let them derail the conversation. They say, "You need therapy." You say, "We can talk about me later. Right now I'm asking, where were you?" Be a broken record. Repeat your question. Don't engage with their attacks. Remember, the one who keeps changing the topic is usually the guilty one. Defense number 3, identify the pattern. Name it. This is surprisingly powerful. When you spot Darvo, simply say, "You're using Darvo right now. You're denying, attacking, and trying to become the victim." This won't work. When you name the manipulation, it loses power. A magic trick doesn't work when the audience knows how it's done. Defense number 4, set boundaries and enforce them. This is the hardest, but also the most important. If you attack me every time I share a concern, we can't have this conversation. I won't continue unless you answer me respectfully. If this pattern continues, I'll have to reconsider this relationship. And here's the critical part. Follow through. Empty threats are worse than no boundaries. Defense number 5, trust your gut. Your feelings are valid. If after every conversation you feel drained, confused, and guilty despite being right, that's a red flag. Healthy conversations resolve things. Manipulative conversations confuse you. Trust that feeling. Your intuition is trying to protect you. Now I want to speak to you directly. If you're watching this video, chances are you experienced Darvo, or you're experiencing it right now. And I know how exhausting it is, how isolating it feels. You think, maybe I'm crazy. You're not crazy. You're being manipulated. And those are very different things. But here's the important part. Now that you know what Darvo is, you can't excuse it anymore. Ignorance is no longer defense. If someone repeatedly uses Darvo, it's not an accident. It's a choice. Their choice. And now you have to make a choice. Will you tolerate it? Let me tell you what you deserve. You deserve conversations where your feelings are validated. You deserve relationships where conflicts are resolved respectfully. You deserve people who take accountability for their actions. And if someone can't give you that, they don't deserve a place in your life. Period. Does that sound harsh? Maybe. But your mental peace, your self-respect, your sanity, these are not negotiable. Tonight, before you go to sleep, think about that one relationship where you always feel guilty. Identify the pattern. Is Darvo present? Decide one boundary you're going to set. That's it. Awareness. Then action. Remember, manipulation only works when it's invisible. Now you can see it. You're educated, prepared, protected. Darvo is just one tactic toxic people use. And when you can recognize it, you can reject it. Write in the comments, "I trust my reality." It's a declaration, a reminder that your perceptions are valid, your feelings matter. And if this video can help someone else, share it. Because someone out there might still be stuck in this trap, and they need to see this. You can't control manipulators in your life, but you can control how much access they have to your peace. Choose wisely, protect fiercely, lie freely,